Okay, question. Can y'all see me and hear me now? I know some of y'all came back. Some of you have not. I did put a link to the new stream in the old stream. Yay! Yes. I had to reboot my OBS because it just completely locked up. It's like, okay. So I was putting some glue on. Oh, that one's not working. Reset the desk. There we go. So I put some, putting. I put some glue on the back of the foam so I could put this down onto my card. And let's go ahead and do that. Of course, I'm now thinking that it probably dried a little bit while I was doing the thing. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming back. Looks like these things are not on, so let me turn that off and on again. There we go. And horizontal chat should be on again. And somebody put some... That's on. Yes, that's on. Somebody put some emotes in the chat real quick so we can check and make sure the emote wall's working. These are just so fun. Look at these. I think they turned out fabulous. Yeah. Thank you, Ruth. And thank you, Miss Alyssa. And thank you, Miss Judy. Fabulous. I did see someone stream. Yeah, I saw Terrier Dart's stream yesterday. I just popped it on for a few minutes. And he's got one that is supposed to be coming out that's even better than this. So hopefully, I don't know if it's going to work on YouTube is the problem. I've had problems with them working on YouTube, but the ones that I've been using for a while, because you guys know that was the #1 thing I wanted to do. Oh, I forgot. I have a third card that we need to still finish up. I was thinking I was done. I'm not done. So y'all wanted blue also, so we've got some blue that'll go on the back of this one that is with the Better Press. So we've got 2 foiled, and then we're going to do this one. So I will take out some markers and we can color this guy, right? At one point, I'm going to be moving my hoo-hoos, my big thing of hoo-hoos, into one of my rolling carts because I think that'll be a better way to use it. So did the #1s come up? Because I didn't... Alyssa said she will try to remember. Well, if you are on my email list, I already have an email scheduled to go out for y'all. And if you're a subscriber on my channel, you should be getting notifications too. But I understand because I forget to. I get busy. 3 for giveaway. I didn't say I was going to do that, Jen, but I might. Yeah, I might. Okay, we want to go with blue. So I am going to still do red for his pants. Okay, and let me grab a scrap. So I'm not coloring on that part. That looks like a good red. Oh, this is going to be so fun. So should I play with something else tonight, or do we need more Mickey? Alyssa said, I did get the reminder email, but that is a few hours off. I may have to take a nap, and then I may forget. Yeah, well, today was bad. I'm apologizing right now. So first I sent out an email letting everybody know I was going to go live twice today. Then I had to send a second email because I had the wrong links in the first email. Then I sent out another email about 15 minutes before we started at noon. And now I have another one scheduled to go out 15 minutes before the 5 o'clock live stream starts. So you may still get it. And depending on if you have... he's so cute. If you have everything for this evening, I plan on doing some die cutting so I have time to do the things. So we'll go with the Steamboat Duo, which is Mickey and Minnie. So that's what I'll plan on doing tonight. This is so cute. I probably should have done his hat in red, in blue, but I kind of wanted it to match his shorts. This also makes me want to play Disney Dreamlight Valley. I haven't played that in a while. They're supposed to have Peter Pan in it now too, and I have not played in forever. I'm not doing any shading. I'm just doing solid colors because you know what? That's kind of way that Mickey was back in the day. You still have your Mickey and Minnie blanket set from when you were a kid? Aw. Okay, thank you so much for coming back, Miss Kathy. Sorry about my live stream just decided to die on me. Okay. So we've got some red. Let's go with some blue. I think this one looks like it would probably match that. So let's check it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I think I'm going to do some blue for the water. Yeah, I like these waves. These are cool. Well, I'm so glad that you guys are getting a little bit of entertainment value here. At some point, I have to figure out why my computer decides to crash. So Jen says, we could have met up for a coloring party. I was in Seneca, South Carolina, where a letter was mailed from. Okay. I don't know where Seneca, South Carolina is. Okay. Ruth wants to know. I'm going to actually switch this over so I can see things. Oh, that's why I need to put it back up there. Okay. What number range would you recommend for an Epson EcoTank or any other printer? I do not have an EcoTank. I have a Canon TR 4500, I think, is my color printer. And then I have a Brother LaserJet. And I haven't done a lot of digis, but I do have some that I really want to print out and stuff. And a big part of it is going to have to do with the paper that you do too. So the reason I have the two is because laser printing means that if you can get it to print dark enough toner, you can foil that with a laminator. And that's the reason for it. I haven't used it as much as I probably should, but yeah. But I'm printing all the time with it. I mean, if you looked at the images that I printed out before, they weren't. Okay, Judy. Yeah, be sure to stick around till the end on that one, though, so that you can get in on the giveaway that we're going to be doing for one of the cards. These cards are going to be given away at the end of this stream. So if you're just needing to get onto another tab, you can always have us playing in the background. So that hopefully you can get in on the giveaway when it comes giveaway time. So that is going to be when I get done with this card. I think that is all we're going to do today. Okay, so we've got those. Oh, one more wave. One more wave. I almost missed it. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us, Miss Judy. Okay. So now I'm going to take out another color of blue. I still have our oldest Mickey 3 feet high sitting down. It's 25 years old in Seneca. 25 years old. Seneca is north of Georgia. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been up that way. So I've got a little bit of a teal green to go in with our dark navy. Okay, so we've got that done. And I do need some yellow, I think, for the buttons. And I think I'm going to use the same thing for that little badge that's up on his hat. 35 years old. And slap. And I'm being careful not to touch the red with the yellow because it will bring in orange. And I think I got a little bit there, but that's okay. I kind of thinking I want some more red in here. I do need some. Oh, and I also just noticed that there's a bird on there. I didn't notice a bird. So we've got a parrot. A parrot that is sitting in the life preserver. Okay. I do need some brown. That'll be a good brown. And I do need some more red, but I need a darker red, I think. This one is R6, so R8 looks like it would be darker. So he needs to be under his brim, right? That looks like it would be good. This is so cool. We're colorizing Mickey. And I'm sorry if I'm missing anything being said in the chat because when I'm coloring, I can't really look. Ruth says, don't forget under the hat part. Yep, that's what I just fixed. I've noticed that every time when I'm coloring, there's always something that I miss on there, and then I notice it as I'm coloring another part. That's like, oh, there's something here. And I think I always do better when I'm coloring, pulling the marker towards me instead of away. Okay, that's cool. That's especially if I'm doing curves. When I'm doing curves, I really suck if I'm doing it the other way around. Ruth says, I colored a flower over the weekend, and the petals on themselves were 4 colors each. Yep, absolutely. And I know that I kind of, usually I make
Now look, Buster, let's have an understanding. Now what? Brother, what a way to run a railroad. Now, as I was saying...
Thanks, Daffy. Okay, let's see what this looks like with the yellow. Hi, Anne. So you're late, huh? You're really late. You missed it. We kind of, the first stream died, so you'll have to go back and watch the replay both times. Okay, I need a little bit darker on the yellow. So that one was 070, and this one is 50. Where's 80? That'd probably work well. Maybe. I know, I said months and months and months ago I was going to swatch out all my colors, and I haven't done it yet. 140 might work. I mean, that kind of looks good. This one I think is dark enough though. Okay, so I'm going to leave out the 50. What I'm doing is I'm going to also color up this, but I decided instead of silver, I'm going to do... Okay, so Jana, Jana says, I have to remember not to wear my headphones when I'm watching you. Those things always make me jump. Yes, they make me jump too. And then Ruth says, I have to turn my volume down whenever I watch Debbie. That's why you fall asleep. Ruth. So I want to make this look a little bit metallic. So this part's actually getting a little bit of shading. And I have tried, hey Idolide, I have tried my darndest. Well, that one's 80, okay. I have tried my darndest to balance the audio, because I can't tell what it is that y'all are hearing unless I'm actually listening to it while it's playing live. And then of course I adjust the sounds later. I can lower that a little bit for you. I'm going to lower the effects audio a little bit, and we're going to see how that does. Somebody gave me a heart shower over on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to add some dark in here so that we can try to make this look a little bit metallic. And then that was the light one I used. This one is, I think, this one's the medium. Except it's kind of a greeny. I don't know why it's greeny. Let's bring back in the lightest. And yeah, if you're not sure about the colors, always swatch. I'm always swatching them. Oh, this looks so cool. And I just realized I need to color a little bit of brown inside the circle that's behind our bird, because that's the wall, right? Okay. Okay, and then I think I'm going to bring in some green for our parrot, because can. Yeah. Okay. And since we're using yellow for this stuff, I'm going to do the same thing for our hook. I know the hook really would need to be silver, but yeah. Okay, and then let's see, do I have here's a warm gray. This one's warm gray 1. And this is going to add just a little bit to Mickey. I think that worked out pretty good. I do need to blend it out. When I'm looking at it, it looks darker than what you guys are seeing. Stephanie says, I always swatch my colors too, even if I'm just using color pencils. Absolutely. Because you never know if it's going to look the way you expect it to from memory. So I'd rather just check it. Just check it every time. Okay, yeah, I do need to blend that out a little bit with my colorless blender. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and then when that dries, that'll look good. And then we need some darker grays for his shoes. Because he's supposed to be wearing black shoes, right? But this is not going to be black. Hey, Sharon. Welcome in, honey. Thank you so much for popping in, hon. I appreciate it. And, of course, the replay will be up. Or does he have brown shoes? I think he has black shoes. You guys have to tell me what you think. Should we have Mickey with black shoes or brown shoes? I think it's black shoes. It's either black shoes or very dark brown shoes. And I kind of want to leave his... kind of thinking I want to leave his boat white with that black. He does have black shoes. Okay, thank you very much. That's what I was thinking. So I've got this light gray for the shiny part, or for the highlights, and then this darker one, and then we will blend them together. So let me just go over his shoes real quick with the light. And then I'll use my bullet nib to be a little bit more precise on his shoes, because this is not that big of an image. So the underside of his shoe, and then I could already tell that I got outside the lines. I think I'm blind. Actually has yellow shoes. Oh, this is the old Mickey. This one was in black and white, so we can do any color we want to. Okay, I think I got some bleeding on his shoes, but I think that's going to work out okay anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect. Steamboat Willie had white shoes. Well, that's because everything was black and white with Steamboat Willie. There was no color on any of it. I think it's adorable. Okay, we're going to say that one is done. Coloring's done. And now I just have to trim it down and put it onto that blue background. That's going to be so lovely. Give me a sec while I try to put my markers away in some kind of order. They're not going to be perfect. Okay, and yeah, I think he's adorable. Friggin' adorable. Okay, gonna trim this piece down so we'll have a little bit of white all the way around on the card base. So this one's gonna be 5 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4, and then this is gonna be our 3 3/4 by 5. And we already know that if we trim it right up to where the waves are on the end, it's gonna be right at that 3 3/4. And okay, I was thinking about cutting it all the way down to the bottom, bottom of the water. I could add some more ink if I want to down to the water, but I don't know. So we said 3 3/4 by 5. That is so cute. That is so cute. They all three turned out so nice. I'm happy. Very happy with them. Okay, Ruth. Like I said, he was originally black and white, so it doesn't matter. We can color him any way we want to. And he could have more than one pair of shoes. That's why I asked y'all first. Y'all told me something, so I'm going to stick to it. Scissors. So while I'm putting this one together, let's go ahead and finish up. Let me get to this thing. Alyssa's leaving. What? Don't leave yet. We're going to do a giveaway. Alyssa? Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. Kathy says, pick me for the giveaway. Yeah, go ahead and enter in. Just type that exclamation point join to get in on the giveaway while I'm finishing up this card. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. You've been sitting there lurking, haven't you? Now we can get started because Tammy's here. Elka, hey! And Danielle was already in here, but I don't know if she was in here the second time around because we kind of disappeared for a little bit. Oh, this is so cute, but this is gonna, my paper's crooked. I knew, this is the one that I didn't put glue on the foam. So this is the one that is trying to, this is the one that I put wrong, and this is the one that is ripping the cardstock. So that piece of cardstock is gonna go in the garbage. Okay, so this is exactly why I love Amanda's foam. Amanda's foam doesn't do that. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Yeah, always put glue on foam. I don't always. I have started doing it more often recently because I'm trying to do it right the first time. But yeah, it works so much better. And you guys saw I did it on the other two cards and I didn't do it on this one. So I figured, I'll get it straight. It happens every time, yeah. Okay. We're going to try that again. I need to trim this one down now because I already threw away the other one. Well, I do say that card making isn't rocket surgery. So if you make a mess up, it's okay. It's just paper. I love these Mickeys. And this is just using one of the things in the collection. I mean, you know, supposedly foam tape deteriorates or something over time. Glue makes it last longer. Okay, that makes sense. I also know sometimes when you put glue down on cards, sometimes it winds up showing through a little bit. And I don't really like that. But yeah, you know, I can definitely tell the difference on my card and stuff. Yeah, this is what I was doing. Now what I need is a T-square that does an 1/8 of an inch all the way around, right? Because my other T-square, this T-square is great, but it has that, it's a 3/8 and a half. It doesn't have a little 1/8 of an inch. Oh, so cute. So cute. Oh my God. At least it didn't ruin the card. Well, I was being very careful. It did rip a little bit of the better press paper, but that's another thing. When you're using a lightweight cardstock tends to rip easier because it's not as many fibers. But lightweight cardstock does tend to rip easier than the heavyweight. and that Better Press paper is a heavier weight card. I think it's 120 pound, I think. Okay, there we go. These are so cute. And they're all different. They're all different. I love that. They are so cute, though. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and do a giveaway. We got 17 people in the drawing. So if you are on YouTube or Twitch, go ahead and type into the chat, !join to get in on the giveaway before I hit the button. Oh, these turned out so nice. Todd? Yes, I have to show him. He said, okay. I show him. I get excited. I get tickled. I show him. He don't care. Stephanie says, I hope I'm the winner. We do have 18 people in so far. We have 19 people in. Welcome in, Miss Heather. Thank you for joining us, hon. And I make my own card bases, so sometimes they're a little bit off, so that just irritates me, so I have to cut it and fix it. Everybody wants to, well, we got 3 of them that we're going to give away this time. Normally I don't do that. Normally it's just 1. Yeah. But even though we're just under 2 hours, and I was going to try to keep it shorter, and I didn't do a lot of extra chatting at the beginning like I normally do. It was a little bit shorter of an intro part, but still, I couldn't stop. I probably could. These are not hard to do. You guys can do this. You guys can make these. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw the first person. So who is it gonna be? Crossing fingers. Good luck, guys. And it's gonna be Miss Jen. And you guys know the drill. Most of y'all know the drill. Here is, I did hit the button. I'm assuming it's going to do. But anyway, there is a link in the description on YouTube for you guys to fill out the form for you to claim your giveaway, claim your thing. And I could have sworn I hit the button. And it doesn't look like it's posting into the chat. I don't know why my button's not working. Apparently something is broke on StreamerBot, but that's okay. Anyway, first winner is going to be Jen. So Jen, which one? Silver on black, black on silver, or all the colors? It says my nick. What? I don't know what you're saying, honey. Don't know what you're saying. Have no idea what you're saying, but I do need that. Let me grab the link real quick so that I can put it into the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Jen. It's Amaret. I said your name wrong. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I did it again, didn't I? Okay, today's live stream only. Jen knows that she has to fill this out. So, I mean, Anne knows she has to fill this out. Love you, Anne. I promise. I'm popping that into the chat. So there's on 1. And then... Come here. Where's the other one? Here's the other one. Oh, thank you so much, Kim in Alaska. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yay. Thank you, honey. I just saw that in the chat. It was a little bit ago. Anyway, that's the link to be able to... Oh, what? That's not the right link. Why did it do that? I copied and pasted and it didn't do right. Let me do that again. Edit. Copy. Paste. That was so weird. That's because that was the last thing that I had copied and pasted. It's by my computer. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Let me do that again. Okay. So I just posted it in the Twitch chat. So now we're posting it in the YouTube chat. Yes, you can pick. Pick. Which one? And then as soon as she picks, we will be picking the next winner. And I do still need to figure out how I want to do giveaways for replay because, okay, so Anne wants this one. There we go. So that one is out of the running. This one's out of the running. So now we've got our 2 foil cards. So who is going to be the winner of the next one of those? And the winner is Jana! Congratulations, Jana. So which one do you want, honey? Yes, you said me. Congratulations, Jana. Which one do you want, hon? Okay, it's not gold, it's silver, but this is the one you want, right? Just letting you know so you don't expect gold. This one's silver. Okay, so the last winner for this one's gonna be, oops, I hit the wrong button. But the winner's going to be... I lied! This one's going to Germany. So ladies, yes, if you could go ahead and fill out those forms, for me, I can get these out in the mail for you after pictures and all the things are done. And I will see you guys this afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you are a member on my YouTube channel, join us in the members only live stream at 4:30. If you're not already a member, you can join. At the bottom of the YouTube thing, there is a button, I think, that says join. So you can check that out to become a member on my channel, and then you can come and hang out with us in our members only. Yeah. It's 30 minutes before the live stream starts, so we always get together and hang out for a little bit. Eyeblind says, yeah, the one exactly the one I wanted. Fabulous. Well, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys in 3 hours. And yeah, y'all have a great one. I love you guys. Bye.